Welcome to the Real CP Show. I'm your host, CP. And today's topic, Black woman, or a little bit more additionally, this American Black woman runs over her American Black man boyfriend with a car. Then she beats him and then runs over an elderly man at the same time, basically. In this system of supremacy, which is the most awesome mental manipulation force that already has a diabolical hatred of American blacks in general. And I'm not talking about gullible ones and sellouts and naive ones and all that kind of stuff. I'm not talking about them. Regardless, this system has a extreme vile hatred of American blacks in general. And unfortunately, because of so many internal problems for over centuries and still no reparations, this is why I have to say again, the American blacks within American black culture, modern day, only have half a generation to one generation left before the overall complete destruction within American black culture. Yes. Because one of those tools that this system uses is the sisterhood hatred against American black men, and then deflects from it because the sisterhood of chaos does not believe in any accountability, but pure deflection. Now, just the title relating to this show, this American black woman runs over her American black man boyfriend and then beats him. Domestic violence, by the way, on that. At the same time, in her violence, she also runs over this elderly handicapped man. And what would be heard by the sister of chaos is, wait a minute now, it's so tiring because in this society they all trying to blame black women. No, which black woman you talking about? Oh my goodness! Now, people hate black women, and black women need to be protected because it's not all black. I'm not playing that game. See, as long as the focus is on black males, again, I'm not talking about sellouts and gullible ones and naive ones. So as long as it's that situation, that's acceptable, especially also for the sisterhood, right? We must protect women, especially black women, but it's on the other way around. What about black males, American black males? Then it gets quiet, right? But let's just go ahead and play this first video on this situation. Let's go ahead and play this first video.
Good evening, everyone. A bitter argument ends in tragedy at a local supermarket. Witnesses say a man and a woman were shopping for groceries last night when they started fighting.
The woman then allegedly went out into the parking lot and ran over the man, but also hit and killed an innocent bystander. Local 12's Luke Jones spoke to a witness about what she saw. Luke.
Oh, Lord, help this man, please, Lord Jesus.
Paramedics in a race to save this man's life. He was in this Kroger parking lot in Spring Grove Village Wednesday night when police say Tavia Chapman intentionally drove her minivan into him and another man.
I synced his glasses and his cane laying in the middle of the street.
The woman who shot this video asked not to be identified. Him and another man. When police say Tavia Chapman intentionally drove her minivan into him and another man.
I synced his glasses and his cane laying in the middle of the street.
The woman who shot this video asked not to be identified, but tells us Chapman was inside the store arguing with one of her victims just minutes before the crash.
Oh, no, I really didn't hear the argument. I just heard a lot of yelling. It was mainly the female that I was hearing, and the guy was trying to walk away. Oh, no, I really didn't hear the argument. I just heard a lot of yelling. It was mainly the female that I was hearing, and the guy was trying to walk away.
One of her victims just minutes before the crash.
Oh, no, I really didn't hear the argument. I just heard a lot of yelling. It was mainly the female that I was hearing, and the guy was trying to walk away.
By the time this video begins, he can't walk.
They had picked him up and placed him on a grocery cart, and then that's when everybody realized his leg was broken.
Chapman can't walk.
They had picked him up and placed him on a grocery cart, and then that's when everybody realized his leg was broken.
Chapman allegedly gets out of her van and tries to make a break for it before Good Samaritans restrain her. The other man she hit has been identified as 58-year-old Christopher Griffith. About 4 hours after this video was taken, he was pronounced dead.
It's bothering me because I was sitting there just seeing how everybody was trying to save him. And then to hear that he didn't make it, yeah, it's been bothering me all day.
It's not Chapman's first brush with the law. In 2020, the 24-year-old was arrested for using a hammer to smash her ex-boyfriend's windows. It's not Chapman's first brush with the law. In 2020, the 24-year-old was arrested for using a hammer to smash her ex-boyfriend's windows. That charge was later dismissed. Last year, she was arrested for beating her 7-year-old daughter with a belt and punching her in the left eye. 7-year-old daughter with a belt and punching her in the left eye. In April, a warrant was issued for Chapman's arrest for refusing to return her 4-year-old daughter to the child's dad after a custody visit. A warrant was issued for Chapman's arrest for refusing to return her 4-year-old daughter to the child's dad after a custody visit. And now she faces a murder charge.
I've been crying like he was one of my family members.
In Spring Grove Village, Luke Jones.
Wow. But remember that the sister of chaos, right, is blames black males, right? Along with however other parts of various parts of society, they have a diabolical hatred of American black males in general. Again, I'm not talking about ones that are gullible, naive, and sellouts. I'm not talking about them. How do you explain this situation right here? Right? But let's just go to the other video that's actually going to show this particular violent American black woman, this one that did this horribleness to her American black boyfriend, and also to this particular elderly handicapped guy. And by the way, there was also a child of theirs also that was in this particular vehicle as well. Wow. The guy waiting, the left side, the guy, the elderly guy, has a little cane right here, walking very slow inside this particular grocery store. The American black male you see to the right side coming to the picture. Is the vehicle. And look what happens. Wow. 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 And it's interesting, the initial part. And look at that. Look at her. She's beating the hell out of him, domestic abusing him all over the damn place. Look at this. She gets out of the vehicle, start whooping on him left and right. Look at she domestic abusing the hell out of him. You don't see a person trying to stop her, do you? Nope. One last time. This violent American black woman, this one. Oh, look at that. Wow. 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 How do you explain this? This hatred by this particular sisterhood, this particular American black woman that ran over her American black boyfriend. And the story goes is that I guess he went to the store and whatever he's doing. And so she went back to the car and she looked through his phone and she thought that his phone that he might have been cheating with someone. Right. And just say if he was cheating. So the hell what? How about this? She just leaves. Right. Because isn't that what somebody would tell the American black man? How many times have American black men found out that their black woman was cheating on him with a friend or relative, etc. Right? And dare not him sit there and go toward her. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at him doing it to black women. Well, he should have just left. But what's the other way around? Oh, it gets quiet. You see the hypocrisy of that. And by the way, I was going to just stop right here because I was going to actually show another video on a whole different show and some similar of another American black woman that was sit there that ran over her husband. Right? I was going to do a whole different show on that, but I'm going to include it in this show as a bonus on that. So let me get to that particular story on that. Give me one moment. Let me show that one on this. This is a bonus one. If I can find it, hold on. If I can find it again. Wait a minute. Give me 1 second. Okay, here we go.
Aaliyah Ross. She's 27. She and her husband Devin get into an argument in their house. And Devin goes outside, allegedly to calm down. But while he's in the process of calming down, he throws a cinder block onto her vehicle. Well, that makes her mad. Did I mention to you that when Devin went outside, he took his 16-month-old son, well, actually their 16-month-old son, outside. Well, when the cinder block went onto the car, it made Aaliyah even madder. So she got into the car, and she lunged forward in the car like she was going to run over him. Now, he's holding the 16-month-old baby. Well, she said, I guess he didn't get out of the way, so she lunged again and ran over Devin and her 16-month-old baby. Well, she said, I guess he didn't get out of the way, so she lunged again and ran over Devin and her 16-month-old baby. Did you hear what it said? She ran over her boyfriend and their baby. Like bump, 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 run over them, okay? Then she runs the car into a neighbor's house, which is supposed to be some kind of relative. She leaves with the baby she's injured. Devin is on his way to the hospital, calls her and says, you've got to take the baby to the hospital. She said, no, I'm going to leave him at the house. So she drives back to the house and puts the child in the house by himself. And then she takes off again. Devin goes back to the house, picks the baby up, and they both go to the hospital. Listen to me. The baby is in critical condition. this morning in the hospital in Tampa. And after she runs over her baby, after she leaves with him, she brings him back to the house and leaves him alone and him in critical condition at 16 months old. And then she takes off again. So obviously, we're not impressed with her conduct. She's clearly violated all kinds of laws of the state of Florida. So we tracked her down in Orlando at her sister's. Our colleagues from the Orange County Sheriff's Office helped us by taking her into custody until we could get there and interview her. She's locked up on too many charges to talk about in the short video.
Where is we must protect black males? Where is that conversation at? Where is the various political personnel at? Now, I'm not talking about some few exceptions. Where is this? Where is the violence against black men act? Huh? But you got a violence against women act, right? And what that's something to show you. In this situation, you got two different violent American black women. I said the last one was a husband, but I guess I think it was a boyfriend. Just like the first one. Ran over the first one ran over her American black boyfriend, right? Ran him over, and they had a child in the back seat. She gets out and she ran over the American black boyfriend, ran over that particular handicapped older guy. She got out of the car, a vehicle, went over there, got that minivan, beat on the American black males, beat on that American black male, right? And stuff like that. But just as the second one, the American black woman beat down her American black boyfriend. They had an argument, right? Okay, how'd it go? He goes outside. I guess they had a couple different other children. I didn't say if all two or three, whatever it was, together. If there was those three kids, whatever it is, were kids they had it to each other, or one was his, the one he took out, he went out the house with, right, to get away, to get his head straight, whatever it is. But the point is, he went outside. Okay, he made a mistake with the center block thing on the car. Okay, however, go on that, right? It's still regardless, because there are some black males who know that the wives who have done some stuff to some cars or tore some stuff, and however personnel come out there and say, hey, we can't do anything, that's community property, whatever. Okay, then, right? So however, on that part, right? But the point is that he had a child, the little infant in his hand, and she took the two little other, basically infant ages, basically on that. She put him into the car, and she went out there and ran him over with the other infant. Damn. But again, you'll have some numbers of sisterhood and things like that. Right? You know what? Just like some other people in various parts of society, right? When it's against American black males, there's violence against them by the sisterhood, right? Let me show you what the sisterhood be doing, and some others be doing with this. This is how they be doing. They see nothing, they hear nothing, they know nothing. Now change this around. If this is American black men in two different situations, and American black men did that to those particular American black women, there will be outrage. We must protect black women at all costs. And even some gullible numbers of males will be saying that stuff and don't even realize that they're being used. So I just wanted to show this again as a timepiece purpose. This is such a ridiculousness on this situation. Give me a second. I'm gonna go back here before I close out this show. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Right? The vile hatred of certain numbers of American black women, I'm talking about the ones who do this, is despicable. Because there are some really good American black women. Some. The problem is white feminism is destroying quite a number of American black women's modern day mentality with very small numbers. And that's the unfortunate part, because there's quite a number of American black women that think that they are a mound to themselves and don't understand that they're also being used as well. I thank you for tuning in to the Real CP Show.